and welcome back to Mexico News Network's Daily Report, broadcasting from El Dorado or Dallas Spa Resort by Charisma. Keep informed about positive news about Mexico day by day on our website www.mexiconewsnetwork.com and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Mexico City is a massive metropolis, the largest in the Western Hemisphere, where 22 million people live in an area of 3,700 square meters. It is a vibrant, never-resting city, Mexico's capital and heart of Mexican culture, art, history, and politics. As many other large cities, it is faced also with big-scale problems, housing and traffic. That's where experts from the Harvard's Graduate School of Design are working on these issues and solving them. Regarding the housing problem, the city needs at least 40,000 units a year, and half of them should be in an affordable range of prices. But the problem begins when only 20,000 units get built. Ironically, there are many abandoned units which were built on cheap, faraway land and ended up being unsustainable culturally speaking because couldn't live so far away from the heart of the city, and besides, they have poor connection to rapid transport. But the city just keeps growing, and the problem too. It needs strong, sustainable urban housing for the future. The solution proposed is to draw housing back towards the city. The Sustainable Urban Development Initiative at GSD is financed by Infonavit, Mexico's national worker housing agency. The plan is to repopulate urban centers in order to cut driving time, save energy, and avoid social tension. The idea is to create attractive, high-density, affordable housing, not only for people to live in, but to grow and build a community. A sense of community also benefits residents to share goals, organize social gatherings, and have a secure environment. These units are smartly planned, very dense but not overcrowded, with easy and close access to transportation and also public spaces to promote social interaction. In such a large metropolis, it is expected that there is an important number of cars. In Mexico City, only 26% of city workers use personal vehicles. All the rest use city-subsidized modern buses, trolley cars, and the subway. But none of these are growing fast enough to meet demand. The traffic is made up by 14 million commuters, but the city's traffic capacity is not enough. 60% of commuters and those living furthest from the heart of the city require access to transport that has informal stops and flexible routes, and the long-term plan is to replace microbuses in cars with low-polluting buses with official routes, transform avenues to reserve 2 lanes for buses in 6-lane avenues. Another alternative is to reduce traffic congestion by sharing streets with pedestrians. In fact, some heavily transit streets have become preambulatory corridors. A different strategy is the bicycle sharing system, Ecobici, which in fact is the largest in Latin America, and in 2014 reached it to 500,000 riders a month. It is a simple system where users purchase a year membership and can access to numerous bikes around town, located in their special stations. Harvard design experts and city residents see hope and progress. And as stated by Jose Castillo, architect and lecturer at Harvard's Graduate School of Design, we cannot relocate 21 million people. We cannot spend our lives whining about the bad decisions we have made. We have to actively adapt. With this in mind is that the changes are happening in Mexico City is truly having a magnificent transformation. Maximilian I of Mexico is a controversial character in Mexican history. Born as a nobleman in 19th century Vienna, he found an empire and tragic end in this land. His dreams, joys, and worries are now the subject of the documentary filmed by Mexican Public Television in collaboration with public broadcasters from Europe, Austria, Österreich, Rundfunk, Germany's Swedish Deutsches Fernsehen, and Franco-German Association relative à la Television Européenne. Last week, the television channel of the National Autonomous University of Mexico, TV UNAM, presented the documentary titled Maximilian of Mexico, Dreams of Power, at the National Museum of History at Chapultepec Castle in Mexico City. The castle sits atop a hill over 7,000 feet above sea level, which historically served as a sacred area for the ancient Aztec Empire, and subsequently served as the royal residence of Maximilian and his wife, Charlotte of Belgium. The $503,000 production was filmed in different locations of Austria, Belgium, Italy, France, and Mexico, all historical places that hold the essence of memories of Maximilian's life. The director of this documentary, Franz Leopold Schmelzer, stated that this co-production seeks to show the human and emotional side of the deposed emperor. The premiere was attended by the president of Mexico's National Council for Culture and Arts, CONACULTA, Rafael Tovar y de Teresa, the rector of the UNAM, José Narro Robles, the Austrian ambassador in Mexico, Eva Hager, and the director of the National Institute of Anthropology and History, INAH, Maria Teresa Franco. Also present at this gala night were actor Gurgen Endel Capon, Victoria Hillish, and Alberto Acosta, all of whom have roles as characters in the documentary's dramatizations of events. Maximilian of Mexico is not the first production featuring collaboration between public broadcasters of Mexico and Austria. In 2014, TV UNAM released a documentary on a headdress which currently rests in Vienna's Museum of Ethnology and is believed to have belonged to the late Aztec Emperor Moctezuma. Since 1924, the Palace of Mines, one of the most emblematic and beautiful buildings of Mexico City, has hosted one of the most anticipated annual cultural events, the 36th edition of the Palace of Mines International Book Fair. Fernando Macotela, director of the fair, said that this year there are more than 1,506 activities programmed, 269 keynote speakers, 16 concerts, 110 reading meetings, 80 round tables, 35 workshops, 21 book signing events, and 607 book presentations. So far, the organizing team of the Palace of Mines International Book Fair has named the state of Hidalgo as a guest of honor. The Hidalgo delegation has set up 125 artistic and cultural presentations to commemorate its participation. This year will also feature several tributes to iconic cultural characters and writers such as cartoonist Gabriel Vargas, creator of La Familia Burrón, a memorable comic strip of the fictional Mexican family. We'll be right back with more information on the Riviera Maya and Mexico here on Mexico News Network after these brief messages. Stay tuned.